Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so we're going to show you how to replace the end of this hose. So the bad thing is I ran it over with the car, so it flattened. We have that problem when people don't put things away. So now this doesn't, you can't screw an end to it any longer because of that. So I can't put anything on it, a spray valve or anything else on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut the hose, and I got a new piece for it that I ordered off the internet. And so basically we're going to show you how to replace the end of this with this brand new piece, right? So there's different options you can do. This one is the one I like best, which is a little bit more expensive, but what it does is it doesn't have this, which is a clamp that basically can catch on things. The screw can catch on things, stuff like that. This is, the screws are all flush mounted, as you can see. And so all we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this hose, and then we're gonna put this piece in here, and we're gonna tighten these screws down, and that's it. You're gonna have a brand new, not dented, can still work, put a nozzle on the end of it, end of a hose. So let me show you how it's done. So the trickiest part about replacing the end of a hose is trying to figure out what you can cut it with. So I mean, I can use a utility knife, but you want to get as, basically you want to see if you can get pretty much as clean a cut as you can, no angling or anything else. So this is a pretty good industrial scissors. There we go. So you want to get it as flat, it's not too bad, a little angled, flat as a cut as you possibly can, because you want to get the hose up on it as much as you possibly can get up on it. So you want to do that, and if you have to, just kind of equal it out a little bit. So I'm going to try doing that, just give it a little bit more. There we go. There we go, and you can see this is a good rubber hose. So if you end up screwing up the end of it, the last thing you want to do is throw away a brand new or nice hose when all you really need to do is replace the end of it. So get my little pieces out here. Got too many things in my pocket. So what I typically do, you're gonna want to loosen this as much as possible. So I already did that with one of them. Let me get the one I did. There we go. So loosen as much as possible and get that kind of slid over the hose. So that's step one. Step two is you really are gonna have to work at this a little bit. So you're gonna have to get this shoved in there. And you might have to work it a little bit. Sometimes you can put a little bit of oil or something on there just to get it in there. But I'm just gonna try brute forcing it. And if you keep twisting it and stuff like that, you'll get it in there. Just takes a little bit. And you wanna get it so, you can see there's a gap between there and there. You wanna get it so this hose is pretty much flush up against there, because the more you get up there, the tighter it'll be and the better it'll be for the seal. The last piece you want to do is you want to loosen it as much as you can, because obviously you're going to want to slide that over there, so you want to get as loose as you can to get it over the hose and your new piece. Still going to loosen, because I got another one. There we go. Takes a little bit to kind of get it over there, and then basically you want to get it up onto the clamp as much as you possibly can. And you're going to tighten it down. So I'll show you why in a second. There we go. Now the only thing you really got to do here is just tighten that clamp down. So let me show you a quick example of why, or what this clamp is going to do for you. So set that down for a second. So this is the other end of it. So what you want to do is you want to get it really flush up against there like that, so it's completely flush. And then on the inside, if you look on the inside there, it's got grooves in it. So what that's doing is it's just going to clamp and get that hose with a good seal on it. And it's going to hold it on there, because you can see that the end of it, it has these little pieces. So if you get the hose in there, it'll grip and it won't come out. Okay, so at the end, we cut the hose as flush as we could. We put the new pieces on. Now that's in there nice and tight. We put the screws in as far as we possibly can, and that sort of thing. It's not completely tight down, because you have a lot, depending on the thickness of your hose, but I tightened both sides, one then the other, one then the other, until I got it tight enough that it would stay on and not pop off. So now we have a brand new end of the hose. We don't have to replace a $50, $60, $70 rubber hose with because we have an end that needs to be replaced. So this really would cost you about $3 or $4, depending on if you got these in pairs or whatever. I got 4 of these, like both ends so I could repair 2 hoses, and it was $13 on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below, and that's it. We'll see you next time.